Where have you been? Why are you here? And where are you going? Okay, so to participate in today's self-mastery lesson, you're going to want to go get yourself a journal. Okay, now let me post for some thumbnails that I may need to use. I honestly don't even think I'm going to use those. Either way, so today I'm going to teach you how you can use those 3 questions that I asked into a way to help you find out what you really need to do, or to help you figure out how to do what you want to do, especially in finding your life purpose. So whenever you get it, flip open. You can write anything at the top of the page: self-mastery, milk and honey, llamas, whatever you want to do. And so after that, underline, write out the question, where are you going? And then go about halfway down the page and then write the second question, why are you here? Now briefly answer both of those. Don't spend too time in detail, just briefly, and just anywhere from 3 to 5 sentences, answer the questions. After that, turn to page 2 and then write out the question, where have you been? Now this one you're going to want to take some time on. You're going to really want to spend anywhere from a day to a week doing this. This answer would be the story of your life, the people, the events, the things that happened, the things that you felt. If you could mash up your life story into about 10 pages. You can do a page if you want, honestly. The more work you put into it, the easier it is to get out of it. After you've done that, flip to the very back of the book. And then on the back of the book, which this is the cover, and then this will be the page, start writing out ideas, plans, goals, dreams, anything that comes to mind while you're answering this question, where have you been? And so while you're doing that and also finishing up page 2 and on, however many pages it takes you to answer the question in detail, then take a day off or whatever, and then come back and read everything that you wrote. The first page where you had questions 3 and 2, and then the second page where you had question 1. And after you read everything, I want you to flip over to the next page, write out, why are you here? And answer that in deep detail, as deep as you can. And really rethink this, especially after everything you've written and thought about, and things are going to come to your mind, and while dreams and ideas and plans and other things come to your mind, flip to the back page and start logging all of them down. So after you've answered why are you here in deep detail, either flip the page or wherever the next empty spot is, write out where are you going. Now you've had the chance to answer questions 3 and 2 already, very briefly, and then you have the chance to think about where you've been, and then you start really getting into the past and thinking and remembering, and everything's coming back, and you're like, I wanted to do this, I wanted to go to Greece, anything you wanted to do. So after you've done that, you've also reread everything and then answered why are you here in deep detail. Now if you answered why are you here, you at least know a little bit of your purpose, unless you didn't know how to answer it. And if you didn't know, just move on to the third one, like I just said, where are you going? And so you should have a pretty good idea or a plan. And write this one in deep detail as well. And after you've done it, go back, reread everything all over again, and I want you to pick one specific thing in there that you're going to try to accomplish, whether it takes a day, a week, or a month. And I want you to go get an index card, and I want you to write this goal, this dream, this thing you're going to achieve. And I want you to, on the back side, write 3 ways you're going to accomplish it, or at least get the ball rolling. And so every night before you go to bed, I want you to read this. Every morning, as soon as you wake up, even before you hit the snooze on the alarm, pick up the card and read it. And even though you'll get in the habit of knowing what it says and you're just like, oh, whatever, actually try to read it word for word to get it in there. And so while you're doing this, I'd say for at least 21 days, then go back to the page. You can take that index card, you can tape it into the next page of the Self-Mastery Journal, or you can paperclip it, whatever you want to do, and write out what you've done so far to accomplish or getting the ball rolling on whatever that goal or dream or thing you wanted to get done was. Now, after you've done that, start looking at it and comparing what you did in the past to what now. Not what you didn't do, perhaps, but just compare and contrast what's getting you results compared to back when you were just dreaming about something and never got it finished. And then at this point, you should at least come up with a tactic, or at least figure out kind of what works for you. And also, for the index card thing, if you can't think of something to do, reread the answer to number 2 and number 3, the second ones, the ones that you went in on deep detail, the why are you here in detail and the where are you going in detail. Now, if this all seems confusing to you, I'm going to try to clear that up right now. So think about it. You open up the journal. Here's the 3 questions. Number 1, where have you been? Number 2, why are you here? And number 3, where are you going? So you flip to page 1, and that's where you answer questions 3 and questions 2 very briefly. You flip the page over. You answer question number 1 in deep detail. Reread these. Now you're going to deeply in detail answer question 2, and then flip the page and then go into depth with the answer to question number 3. So think of it as 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. And that's all you have to remember. Now, I'm pretty sure the microphone just kicked on for this. I have tried to record this video 4 times today at different parts. I ended up, after the second time that it messed up, I ended up taking like a 6-hour break. And so the first time I wasn't recording, and I don't know how I didn't notice that. And then the second time, my girlfriend got home and there was just a bunch of noise. And then the last time it didn't even save, and in this video, the microphone, I guess it shut off at the beginning, and it just kicked back on because I noticed the light changing, and that's probably why the audio sounds different than in the beginning of this video. I'm still trying to fix all these. I mentioned it in one of my other videos that I'm having some microphone problems, and I've noticed this, and that some videos are hard to hear, and I've been working on this. Now, as long as the microphone's been working, I'm pretty sure since the last video or the video before that, I have made it to where you don't need to have it all the way up to be able to hear what I'm saying. But I'm still working on it, so please bear with me. Now, I want to mention my Facebook. My Facebook just, I think, a week or 2 ago hit 1,000 likes. Now, the Facebook has only been up for like about 3 months. And if you remember watching one of my older videos, I was talking about my Facebook going down, and it went down for a month. So in 2 months, I got 1,000 likes on Facebook, and I know I've talked about social media marketing and this and that, and so I'm probably going to make a video soon on how I got 1,000 likes on Facebook in 2 months. Now, I know there's other people that do it in 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, but the thing is, you apply those things, and then it really just ends up taking like a month and a half. And then you find those people that say, here's how you get 1 million subscribers, and they've got like 200,000. It's ridiculous. But anyways, wanted to also mention something else. I'm going to try to start working on the program I was talking about in my To Bid a Farewell video. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take because there's going to be a lot of planning because it's going to be very, very, very long. And I don't know which website I'll be hosting it on or whatever. But I'd say expect some news back on this. I'd say come this next January. And then I'll probably fill in then. So as I mentioned, my Facebook page, go like my Facebook page. It's got the link down in the description below. I've got the Instagram one down there, and for some reason I think I have a link to my YouTube. Either way, click here to subscribe and make sure you hit the bell so you can get all the notifications. Here's where my last video is going to be, and I'll just put something cool right here. I will for you all to prosper. Have a great day.